So this week I've come to a realization. It's something so simple that I probably should have realized it a really long time ago, especially since people have been practically yelling it at me my whole life. Okay, are you ready for it? Are you? Are you sure? Sometimes you gotta do shit that scares you. It might make your life a hell of a lot better. Now, obviously, I already know that you should do stuff that scares you, conquering your fears and getting out of your comfort zone and all of that kind of stuff. But I always did the most minimal amount I could get away with and still be a functioning, content person. I would always audition for the school plays because I'm secretly Rachel Berry and I need an audience to survive, even though auditioning for my asshole theater director was scary as hell. However, because I have an extreme case of anxiety, I tend to always focus on the times that I did something that scared me and it went horribly. Here's an example. I used to be super into nerd fitness around my senior year of high school, and their big motivator was do shit that scares you. And I wanted to be a good nerd fitness member, so I decided that instead of going to a college in my hometown that I could pay for, I would go to a tiny, expensive school in the middle of Minnesota that I didn't know much about other than they had a really good oral interp team. I was so pumped to go into the great unknown, even though I was terrified of being so far away from my family. But I thought I was going to channel all that terror into my competitive speech career. I was like, I'm gonna be like the characters in Dance Academy, except instead of dancing, I'm gonna practice public speaking 24/7. It's gonna be great. Yeah, I know. I'm in the future also. Turns out it wasn't great. In fact, the outcome was the opposite of great. So ever since having an actual nervous breakdown from doing something that scared me, I stopped doing anything that made me uncomfortable. And that was alright for a while. I mean, I was recovering. I needed to get my mental stability back. Sooner or later, I was able to do things like shopping that would have sent me to Panicville right after the breakdown. I wasn't actively doing things that scared me. I was just waiting until they no longer scared me. However, this week, I made the decision to do things that scared me. I saw all of these opportunities that I wasn't taking because I was paralyzed with fear, and I decided to take them. And let me tell you, most of them ended badly. They didn't work out the way I wanted them to, but you know what? I feel a hell of a lot better for at least trying. Now I have an experience to look back on and say, sure, it didn't work out, but I lived, and I'm stronger because of it, and I proved that I can actually do the thing. I just feel so good about myself right now, even though technically I failed, but I definitely do not feel like a failure. Life experience, man, it's a good thing to have. So, my future self, if you ever get into a rut, do shit that scares you. Please, oh please, oh please, oh please, do shit that scares you. It might not work out all the time, but it's worth a shot, right? Even if it doesn't work out, you can still do the act of doing. Maybe stay away from moving out of state at 19 and dedicating your life to something you're not even that good at. Maybe just stick to following your dreams and talking to cute girls. Let's do more of that. See you next time.
I just totally stole your kill on accident.
Yo!
Sorry.